Inflation is so bad that even primary school kids are pissed off about it.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there. Just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
£9 for 2?
Yeah, £9. That is gonna get nowhere. The one that comes on my street is either £1 a piece or £2. Like, he's gonna get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
You
it?
should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
NASA just leaked the clearest picture ever taken of Uranus. What? I know. I mean, it's so clear. It's like it's right in front of my face.
How did they get that picture?
I don't know, dude. They got telescopes that can see like anywhere.
Anywhere.
I mean, I can't get over the quality of this picture. I mean, I can see every little ridge and crevice. It's like I can just reach out and touch Uranus, you know? I wish I could look at this through VR.
I don't get how did they get that picture?
Dude, I know. I'm as amazed as you are. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You should look at this. Do you want to see it?
God, no. No. I've seen it before.
Crazy, dude. Oh my God, wait.
So 2 plus 2 equals?
Easy.
2 plus 13 plus 6?
No problem.
Michael has 8 apples.
All right.
His train is 7 minutes late.
Mm-hmm.
Calculate the mass of the sun.
Authenticity is freedom. Stand in your truth. Even if you're wrong. I'll give an example of that. Let's say I'm in class, right? Or I'm in school. And the teacher asks, what's the answer to this question? Is it 85 or 72? And I'm so afraid to be wrong that I won't give my authentic answer. I think it's 72. If it's 85, guess what? Authenticity is the gateway to growth because now you can be corrected. But how can a problem be fixed that's not addressed or is not exposed? Exposure is a good thing. When you're on the right side, all you gotta do is tell the truth. When you're in the right side, all you gotta do is get exposed because it'll only open the door for what's more in front of you. So you need to look at exposure, authenticity, and standing in your truth as a good thing.
Dogs are like, this person feeds me, waters me, pets me. They must be God. Cats are like, this person feeds me, waters me, pets me. I must be God.
Look at all this fresh meat. How you doing, princess? Why you locked up? I'm talking to you, Cupcake. Why you here?
I raped 17 men in 3 days.
Would you like to pray? I love to pray. Oh, hallelujah.
Don't move. Don't move, it's over. You already lost. You thought this was
for having children, because now the children come into the world and there's 2 of you and you're side by side and you're treating each other like you're extensions of each other, which you are because you're stuck with this person forever. And then the child has the amalgam, the joint amalgam of 2 personalities that have had to bargain and negotiate to produce a unity. And the child's introduced into the fact of that unity, which is the higher order structure that governs the marriage. So that's Christ himself in the Christian marriage tradition, let's say. Or you could think of it as the law and the prophets in the Jewish tradition. It boils down in some sense to the same thing. Now the child enters a world where a negotiated solution between 2 mature partners has been established, and his or her behavior can be calibrated in relationship to that.
What does this mean? Has. Right. And what does this mean? He. Okay, so this is has he? Yes. Right. Okay. So what is this? That's a T. No, I can see that it's a T, French. Thank you. Why is it there? Is it short for something? Oh, well, we thought Ail was how to pronounce, so we put a little T to make it Atil. Makes it easier. I'm sorry, French. Since when have you been worried about things being easy to pronounce? French, this is how you say tire. P-N, really? Pneu? Don't tell me you're worried about pronunciation. I don't understand. Pneu is easy. It's like pneu, pneu. Ail, that's like, ugh. Ail, no. So we put a little T. French, you cannot just add letters in between words, okay? That's psychotic, French. It's psychotic. Why? Because, French, if there are no rules, then there's no point. And if there's no point, then why are we alive? Are you okay?
I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover.
No, because if you're a lover, you gotta be a fighter.
How so?
Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have? No, I'm kidding.
If someone ever approaches you and tries to rob you, tell them to stop. Tell them that you do not want to be touched.
Give me all your money!
Stop. I do not want to be touched.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
No.
What? Oh, you all think smoking kills? Let me tell you something. Do you know that the amount of people dying from diabetes are 3 times as many people dying from smoking? Yet if I pulled a Snicker bar, nobody will say anything. Do you know that the leading cause of lung cancer is not actually a cigarette? It's your DNA. You could smoke for years and nothing will ever happen to you. This whole war against smoking is just to restrict the farming of tobacco. I use these arguments, even though I just made them up, with a group of my friends. And the results? 5 of them believed what I said. 2 of them started smoking. Words, when said and articulated in the right way, can change someone's mind.
When you try and photocopy money, it literally just says the original cannot be copied. What? So what if we take out the dollar note and instead try and photocopy a British pound note? So it says printing and then it just goes straight to cancelling. Okay, so just to make sure the photocopier is working, let's see what happens when I put Monopoly money in there. Copy? No way, that worked completely fine. What is going on here? Well, hidden on this pound note is actually a very specific pattern known as the Urian constellation because of its similarity to the Orion star constellation. You wouldn't particularly notice it on first glance with everything else that's going on with the design, but it's this pattern that every single scanner is designed to recognize to specifically stop you from copying money. And it's not just the British pound. If you look really carefully, you can see the same thing in the euro. It's in the dollar, but masked even further by using the value of the note to create that pattern. And then the Japanese yen is absolutely crazy. These guys actually hide the pattern within flowers.
Claim that no good women exist and that every single woman walking has a 100-person body count, and then you turn on a camera in the middle of the street and you find a woman like this.
Are you a virgin?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Why haven't you done the deed yet?
The key to a strong society is family. In my view, choosing my future husband is like the most important decision I'll ever make. So I want to retain some level of objectivity when I'm selecting a future partner. And I know that if I had sex with them, I would be completely imprinted on them. Instead of being like, okay, is this person, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for in a husband? Or am I just making it work instead of like seeing red flags and leaving?
Is there any reason why you're dressed so modestly instead of revealing like most women tend to do when they come out to Miami?
I mean, this is just my personal sense of style. I know that I, take care of myself. I'm pretty athletic, but I don't need to have that on display.
She's perfection.
You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be there.
You said earlier that if Robin was not your biological child, it causes you to doubt whether or not you truly are the biological father of Jermaine Benning Jr. And because of that doubt, the court wants to make sure when you leave here, you have the whole truth. Mr. Benning, what are your hopes?
I hope Jermaine's mine. I really do. It'd be good to know at least one of my kids is mine.
Jermaine Benning Jr. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
Yes or no, is this the greatest impersonation of Donald Trump on the internet? You've been warned.
You can take my ears, but you cannot take my liberty. They want to cut off my ears like the Taliban, but what they don't know is my ears can grow back like SpongeBob through budding, by the way. Hit me with your best shot, why don't you? Because if that's the best you got, you're a loser. You're such a loser, you missed so bigly. By the way, you had a big opportunity. You could have made my head blow up on TV, but you didn't do that, did you? Now my ear is going to grow back bigger and better. It will have better hearing. I will hear like an owl.